let me know. Hi, it's Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor. If you're around, say hi and let me know that you're here. It's an honour to be here, to be able to work with you and with spirit, to bring forward your connections if I can. This is my second time or third time maybe being here. I can't really remember now. And it is Saturday and it's late and it's been a bit hectic for myself. So hi Alex. Thank you for coming along and thank you for being here and sending some love. Much appreciated. Who else have we got coming in? And if you're already just joining, it is Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor here. For those of you that's coming in as Facebook user, if you could maybe log in to StreamYard or onto the page so that at the bottom I can see your name, because there might be a few people that says Facebook user and I'll not know the difference in who I'm working with on that. So if it's all right, if you could log in another way, there should be a message that comes up. That's 3 people now that's Facebook user, and I won't know who they are. So I'll be here, as Veronica said, till 10 p.m. this evening, but you will have to join with your name so that I can then be drawn to you. So I have 3 people saying hello and good evening. And it just says Facebook user. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Mel. Hi, Alex. Hi, Kelly. Again, if you could log in through StreamYard. Hi, Patrick. Hope you're well. Hi, Maria. Hi, Haley. And I'll just let you all build up and then I'll see where Spirit decides to take me. But hi, Paul. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Rebecca. Brolick. Hi, and Ward, hi. And if I pronounce any names wrong, please, I'm going to apologise in advance. Not meaning to pronounce it wrong, but we'll get there in the end. Hi, Chris. Let's see where I am going. So Veronica's just posting in the chat for those of you that's coming on for through via Facebook. If you could go onto the www.streamyard.com/Facebook and log in that way, then I can see your name as you come in as well. Hi, Luke. Hi, Haley. I'm not sure if I've already said hi to some of you before. It feels like I have. Before I begin this evening, please bear in mind I am neurodiverse. I am ADHD, autism traits. I have dyslexia, dyscalculia, and all this stuff going on. It's a party of neurodiverse with me. So if I've said hello previously and I'm not remembering at the moment, that's just the way it is. This is me getting prepared to work. And when I'm working with you, please don't mention who you would like to connect with. I don't have control of that myself. I just bring through whoever decides to connect with me, and I'll be linked to whoever Spirit decide me to connect to. All I need from you is validation. So if I do then pick you out on the list, just put in when I'm saying things, a yes, a no, and I don't know, but I will need to keep staying in my flow with what I'm doing. Not sure if many of you have seen me work before, but if you have, you'll understand that's the way it goes with me. Okay, so hello everyone. If you're coming in and it says Facebook user, you will have to log in another way, because we need the name. I need a name to be able to pinpoint, to be drawn to, because it could be different people. All right. Okay. So I can't force things as much as you would like me to. It just needs to happen. Okay. All right, let's see. So if you would just like to put in an emoji into the box and let it pop up, and I'll see where I'm drawn. If you just keep doing that, and I'll see what happens. I'm just inviting your loved ones forward. Okay. Rebecca, I do want to work with you. That wee validation there was twice that you jumped up there. If it's all right to work with you, please, Rebecca Whitney. Just tell me yes if you can hear me, and it's okay. Ah, nice one. Okay, Rebecca. So when I wanted to connect with you there, I have a lady that stepped forward from Spirit there. She feels really excited to be able to speak with you. And I feel as if you would have had a really great connection with this lady. I feel that she would be more on a grandmother link. And I feel that I want to kind of take that on mum's side of the family, if you can understand this. Now, if I've got the sides or whatever wrong, just please bear with me, but just yes, no, or don't know, that kind of thing. But if you would understand the grandmother link, could you please say the yes, or no, or whatever that is, please? But if we could just get that going in the chat so that. But I have this lady that steps forward here, and as much as I want to take a pause, she's excited. I don't want to take that away from her. All right. Right, okay, Nan and Mum says so. So with your other gran then, if you understand the gran and I've got that wrong then, I don't know if your other gran then was close to your mum as well, and that's why I'm feeling that way. All right. So maybe I've misinterpreted that, but I've definitely got this grandmother type lady. She does feel to me too that before she went into Spirit, that she makes me feel, yeah, they were close. Okay, so there's possibly a message in this as well there for your mum. Okay, so this is the way that Spirit will work with me, very much like the way they would work with you if they were there, right there in front of you. Really, a conversation, doesn't come through fancy ways and things. It just does. That's tend to be the way Spirit will work with me. But I know this lady, she pops through before she's passed into Spirit. She lets me know that she would still have an active life. She would have still been quite energetic with her, if that makes sense. She makes me feel like she got quite excited about seeing you, like seeing her family, but I feel connected to the females especially, if that makes sense. Okay. I also feel with this lady too that she makes me feel that someone, I don't know if it was your mum then, that would have sat and read things to her. She's sitting reading to her, and she's very grateful for that because reading was really important to this lady. Or she really loves the books, like she loves to read and things like this. But she's telling me about someone that would have read to her on the last days, I think she said to me there, if you understand this. I know too that when I'm working with this lady, that she lets me know that whatever happened to her, she tells me that it's almost like it hit her like a ton of bricks. It's that kind of way that she's feeling. It's feeling like she was full of life, and then the next minute whatever this is, has actually drained her of life as well. And it was so quick. It was like night and day, so quick. Does that make sense to you? I need you to keep going, yes, no, don't know. If you keep coming into the chat for me, that would be great. I know too that when she says that she would, okay, I know that she's telling me here that if she was this side of life too, that she would kind of like pull you to one side to be able to speak to you on your own too. If you're still here, Rebecca, could you please validate things that I'm saying to you here as well? But just yes, no, don't know. That's all I need from you, okay? And we'll just keep it that way. So it's a quick yes, quick no, quick don't know. All right. And then we don't need to sit and do anything else, okay? But I know that she makes me feel that she would pull you aside to be able to speak to you, all right? Now, the reason that she stepped forward is because of where maybe I want to speak about where mum being around you just now is maybe the approach that mum takes to be able to give you advice or to be able to kind of come round to your way of thinking. It's maybe the two of you are kind of banging together a wee bit because mum doesn't take you aside in that kind of sense, whereas Gran's coming forward to say, this is how it's done. This is the way that she'll listen. This is the way it's done. And I know when Gran comes forward here as well, that she's letting me know that It's almost like I want to give a piece of advice to mum in that kind of sense, all right? Now, I want to therefore say here that when I want to go to your mum who's here, to maybe remind mum and pass on a message to say, remember the way this lady would come and speak to her, but not around other people, just those two together. And that's why they had such a great connection, all right? Now, I feel like that great connection would be because mum is very like yourself. She doesn't like other people listening to things and may feel overwhelmed when everyone else is kind of, it feels like everybody else is joined in on making the decisions kind of thing, all right? But if you could maybe remind mum about their relationship, okay? I would also say as well, this lady saying get her some chocolates to sit her down with, and that's when everything calms down because I feel like the stress factors there. We're reaching for the chocolates. It's like a box of like milk tea or something, and I need to go. And she showed me the toffee ones. I need to go. I need to get them. And she's saying this will work better. It's using that kind of distraction and bringing it in. And I feel when I'm saying this as well, this lady's making me feel a bit like I had taken a pain in my head and I felt as if I was just disorientated there when I was trying to speak. Like things weren't really making sense as time had went on for this lady as well. And I know that as she lets me know towards her passing, getting to her passing, she's letting me know that it's like things kind of faded out slowly for her in that process. All right. But she says it was peaceful. And that's what she said to me there. But it was peaceful. And the family would have witnessed that being peaceful too. I don't feel on this lady's passing there's any regrets left behind. I feel that people had been at hand. I feel that people would have visited. I feel that she was made comfortable. I feel that all her wishes that she had were catered for, being a close-knitted family, that kind of sense, okay? I don't know if she's talking about the sister as well. I don't know if it's your sister. If you have a sister, do you understand that? No, it wasn't auntie. This is a gran. Sorry if I said gran. It's okay. But do you have a sister? Right, okay. Gran sister on mum's side. No. I don't know. I'm just going to pass on what I got here because I feel I want to say hi, ask for your sister too. I want to like say hi and make sure that she's all right too. Not that anything's happening untoward, just that she's mentioning because I don't want to leave anyone out. There's also a boy that I want to mention too, who's a young man, and I want to kind of say hi there as well. Very independent type. Young man that I have here as well kind of does his own thing, kind of veers away, does his own thing, comes back when he wants that. And she's just saying that she enjoys her travels with him. Don't know if he got a new car or whatever, but she's talking about being in the passenger seat. There's quite low down seats as well, and she's absolutely loving that as well there. Okay, all right. She did not tell me that, but I felt like I'm in a car. It's low down seats. It's a new car. It's not that old. I'm still in the process of loving it. But she's saying that she very much enjoys that. Wherever he's taking the car must have like a bit of scenery with like hills and things around and winding roads because that's what she's got me looking at. All right. So if this is your son, he must love like countryside and things like that where his travels as. I feel like he doesn't really do the hustle and bustle. He doesn't really enjoy that as such. Probably does it because he has to, but he's taking himself away for his peace of mind, that kind of sense of things that I'm getting there. Okay. Just before I leave you too, she's talking about the August birthday as well. I want to talk about, she said September there as well, and I need to talk about them both because she says although they've passed, I don't want you to think that I've missed them, that she's well aware of that, and she knows there's another one coming. There's another celebration coming there as well. Okay. So I'm sure that your message had come into that there with this lovely lady. I'm glad you could take her. She's so lovely. Her energy is so vibrant as well. And she has recreated that energy that she once had back into the world of spirit. And she's feeling great. So thank you so much for letting me work with you there. So thank you very much to all of you that's joined in the process. My laughing. Mary says, good afternoon. It's evening here, Mary. I don't know where you are, but it is 9:15 at night here, 9:15 p.m. So thank you everybody that's joining. Hi Maria, hi Yvonne, Sophia, Donna. You're very welcome, Rebecca. You can follow me on social media. It's Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor. I am also on TikTok as NeuroD K, I think it is. But you can find me on there as well if you're interested in going there. But other than that, it's Facebook, it's Instagram, LinkedIn. You can find me on these pages. I also run my own spiritual mission that runs every Thursday evening. There's a Facebook page, a private page named Port Glasgow and Linwood Spiritual Mission Combined Services. And you're more than welcome to pop on there and become a member. Okay. So hi Chris, hi Donna. If you're popping in as Facebook user, please log in through StreamYard on /Facebook. That would be awesome. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Maria. So if you're still here, could you just pop in a little emoji into the chat and just keep doing that until I kind of settle on someone, if that's okay. All right. Where are we going? Mel, Chris, Maria. Keep going. Come on, where's all your wee emojis? Bring them into the chat. Hi, Alison. Hi, Chris. Keep going. Hi, Alex. Welcome, everybody, for being here. I think Facebook's been a wee bit slow this evening, or StreamYard. Bim. So let me see. Who have I got here? Sam, can I work with you, please? I am settled on yourself here for some reason. I feel a gentleman popping forward here, Sam. And I know this gentleman, as he pops forward, he has played a double role within life. So I feel that this gentleman would be father feeling. However, I don't know if he's father figure or father, all right, because I'm just going to build him up just how he feels. So I don't know if you understand father in the world of spirit. Do you understand father, first of all? Okay, now he feels to me almost like if it's not father, then I don't know if it's father's father, but he played a close role in your life like this, if you understand that. Okay, so he feels very fatherly to me anyway. Okay, I know this gentleman, as he comes forward, the way he presents himself to you, the way that you would know he's around, he brings in like his smell, like, you know, like where I say this to people, like when you go into someone's house and it's got it, we know people, their houses have got a smell, we can smell it, and if it's ours, we don't. All right, but this gentleman, I know, as he comes in round about your vibration, round about your energy, it's him you smell, and only because you are his daughter would you know that's him, that's his smell. Okay, I know that round about last night, sometime at the top, and well, I'm going upstairs and I'm nearly at the top, it's almost like that scent has come in and around as well. All right, because he's letting me know this, that he's kind of did this to you, and he was a wee bit excited to be able to let you know that he was around as well. Okay, he said it was nice to see you trying things like this, like being on here, and it's more like you're keeping an open mind now, a more open mind that it lets me know about. So I'm not quite sure if this was always your type of thing to do or believe in or whatever, but you're finding more reason to, that kind of way. So Sam, again, is while I'm speaking, if you could just put in yes, no, and don't know, just to remind anybody that comes in on the chat as Facebook user, I won't pick up on that at all because it's all different people. You have to log in another way. Okay, Sam, is it you that has your bathrooms at the top of the stairs as well, right at the very top, right there, as you go up? Because what this gentleman is showing me is almost like I've been going up the stairs and I'm almost at the top, probably 2 steps, 3 steps up from the top. And this smell comes in and it's kind of stopped you in your tracks. I feel like I'm kind of looking to the side and there's a room, there's a bedroom as well, and you're thinking, where did that come from? Did I leave that window open? You're just kind of trying to find some logical explanation for things, and he's going, I think now that you've got your explanations, We don't want to do that to our heads again. He's like, he's letting you know, okay, you do have a bedroom at the top of your, do you have a bedroom at the top of bungalows? To me, a bungalow doesn't have stairs, so I don't know. I'm just going to keep going with this, okay? So just yes, no, don't know. That's all. Don't need anything else, okay? But I do feel too that when I want to work with this man at the same time, would you understand where there's a skylight that needs looked at? Because this is what he's talking about, a latch on a skylight or something like that. And I don't know if there's a small, like there's water coming in or something like that that he's speaking about too. Because I feel that this gentleman would actually, if he's visiting you, he would be coming in and he would be kind of looking at things around your home just to see if he can fix, repair, or be of use to you in any way. And he'd be like, go and get me this or go and get me that, and I'm going to fix it and I'm going to do this kind of thing for you. All right. I feel with that man as well before he's passed into spirit, that it's almost like he makes an apology before that he had to pass into spirit. He's making an apology that he had to leave, but I almost feel like he's did that in person. He did that before that he's passed over, if that makes sense in any way, because he makes me feel almost like, it's almost like he said this just yes, no, don't know, because I'll start reading things and I'm ADHD and it takes my attention. Sam, my apologies, I don't mean to be ignorant, it's just how it works for me. I know it as he is explaining this to me here as well. Bring it back, see what I mean? No, bring it back. What's he saying here? Yeah, it's almost like whatever has went on with his health, it's to the point where he's still quite, the diagnosis or whatever's happening, he's still well, not well, obviously, he's ill, but he's still able to have that conversation just to kind of be like, well, he kind of, it's like he's saying that he's kind of like making acknowledgement that this was the time for him to leave, kind of thing, as soon as he's heard whatever it was that he'd heard, if you understand that. All right. Just yes, no, and don't know, Sam. That's all. Thanks. I said yes, he did until the end. Okay, I'm going to need to wrap this up because I keep trying to read what's coming in and I can't go with all of that at the same time. So I just know that he's had this conversation. I feel as if when he's had this conversation, I feel that you've been with him as well, and almost like I'm at a hospital waiting room and I'm sitting in this waiting room and it's off the side and he's making me feel like I was sitting like an x-ray department or an imaging department when this conversation's taking place. And it's almost like just before he's went in for the x-ray, in for whatever this was, where the conversation took place between the both of you. It's like he knew what was on its way and what was going to happen. So I'm making my apologies. And I know that I would have reached out, and I say me, I'm talking him, would have reached out to the left, and I'm kind of doing that to your hand. He's saying, it'll be all right, girl. And that's the way I want to say that to you. And I feel too that with this gentleman, he's letting me know that he was actually quite calm about it, to be fair. And he didn't think he was going to be that calm. He really didn't think he was going to be that person when that time came or that time happened. But he was calm, And he said to me as well about the September month. He said it's quite difficult, September, And he just said to me round about, I don't know if somebody's 40th was in September. I don't know if you understand that, because it just says 40th and I don't know what that's about. But I know that he just spoke there about a very difficult time as well. So I don't know if this is the time when diagnosis happens or that time of year starts working its way up now. And it's all these reminders and stuff, But he's telling me that at this time of year, it's kind of, I want you to enjoy it now, Don't hold back from that. He takes me to the month of March as well. Took me to 30th as well there, okay? And I know when I want to go there, I want to talk about a lady, and I want to say that's really significant to a lady as well. And I know that you said something about where I want to kind of give you advice to stop beating yourself up, because there is nothing, everything that happens out with your control in that situation. It's almost like he says you give yourself a very, very hard time. He also lets me know too that on his passing, and of late, it's almost like the health anxiety thing is maybe taken over quite a wee bit. And he's talking here about where this is concerning him, that you're letting that happen to you, because he's like, you're giving yourself so much more anxiety and like your head's running all over the place. He's coming in here and he's kind of like wants to wrap his arms around you because of that. And if only I could stand in front of you just for 5 minutes to settle you and put his arms around you. However, if he had to do that, he's just like, well, I would have to let go twice, you know. And for him, that's not really, that wouldn't be nice for you. But I just know that he still brings in this kind of scent of him being around just to bring you that comfort, because it makes me feel almost like he was he's been around because of some panic that had been happening. And I feel like last night he's let me know there has to have been like some sort of panic situation or concern as well. All right. And this is what he's saying. And he's talking about where you're like, I wish I could pick up the phone. I wish I could pick up the phone. He says, well, pick up the phone, pretend I'm on the other side if it makes you feel better. But he's there and he's listening to you. Okay. Okay. And what's he just showing me there? There's a bird with him as well in spirit that I don't know. It's the budgie. It's like a green and a yellow with a flick of white. I think there's a bit of black there as well. But he's letting me know about this wee bird there with him as well. I don't know if this is a pet of someone in the family, but he's letting me know that wee bird's there too, and just to know that it's safe with him. So I'm just going to say thank you very much, Sam, for letting me work with you. Please take your father's love and know that he's around. Okie doke. Okay. So if you just put in the chat an emoji, all right? And while you're doing that, please listen to what I'm going to say next. Thank you so much for being here. This is Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor. And just to let you know how I work when I do this, I'm neurodiverse. I can't read into things when I am delivering a communication. I might look quite straight-faced, but I have autistic traits. Bear with me. I've not been cheeky. I have not been ignorant, and I've got ADHD. If I start reading lots of comments rather than just yes, no, and don't know, it's taking my attention. So don't tell me who you want to connect with. Just let me connect, because I have no control of that either. And Spirit will draw me where they want to go, what they're already doing. And also, when I'm working, just put in yes, no, don't know as I'm working. That's all. That's all I need. Okay. As soon as I say, do you understand that? Yes, no, don't know. That's it. Okay. And I appreciate that you want to share them beautiful stories and your connections with me. I would feel the same. I just know the way this head is, and I don't want to rob you of your message when it happens. You know, I need to keep in that flow. All right. So keep putting in your emojis, and let me see. So who we got? Chris, Beth, Alison, Kaza, Kelly Marie, Angel, Chris, Kelly Marie. Kelly Marie, can I work with you, please? Okay. All right. Kelly Marie, I feel almost like all right. If you're there, could you just say yes, no, or don't know? Okay, don't say that yet, because I've not get you. Just tell me you're there. All right. I want to work with you though, if that's okay. Sorry. Okay, I've got a lady. You'll see me looking at the side of me. I have a lady that steps forward here. She's playing with my hair. And I know when she's doing this, that as she steps forward, there's something with her breathing, her capacity within her lungs, within her chest, that feels quite laboured to me. It's almost like her lung capacity was reduced in some way and for some time. But I feel that she would have, pardon me, I feel that she would have lived with a condition going on in here for a little while, okay? As this lady pops forward. Do you understand that? Kelly Marie? Yep. Okay. Now, I know as she steps forward here with this as well here, that's almost like, I don't know if it was yourself that was helping her with alternative remedies and therapies and stuff like this too, because she lets me feel that everything was tried and tested to make it better, but it's almost like what happened, it didn't, I want to say it didn't make it better in the sense of where and I totally get this part, was like it didn't make it better in a sense where we wanted to fix, repair, and renew, but she lets me know it absolutely did make it better by being comfortable, by feeling better, by being able to live life as well, rather than having to sit down to the condition that she had to. She tells me it saved her from wearing a mask, so I don't know if this lady had to put on like a nebulizer or anything to do with this breathing apparatus stuff, but it's almost like what was done helped her. And she's talking about someone that would have burned or put eucalyptus oil into a burner as well. I don't know if that's yourself, but there's something to do with eucalyptus. Okay. I know too that when she is drawing close to me this evening, she is talking about yourself where it's almost like she's telling me that you would get yourself ready, you're getting yourself put together. Don't tell me what the connection is to you. That's my job. Just yes, no, don't know. But I feel like you're putting yourself together to get yourself on a night out or to go out. It's like you stop yourself from going out, even though you've put into that effort of doing it. All right. Now, this lady makes me feel like she's come along to be able to encourage you to actually step foot out the door. I don't know if at this point in time you've actually got a wee bit of that kind of agoraphobia, or maybe not just, it's maybe not that, it's maybe just the social anxiety. I don't really know what's going on here, but I know it's almost like I'm going through the whole pace of getting to the point I'm ready to leave, and I'm struggling with that part. All right. This is where she's coming in, because I know this lady is almost like she would have preferred to step over the door and get out rather than step in the door and stay in. She liked to spend her time out and about and just kind of being, it's not even that she's around lots of people. She just likes being out doing her thing. She likes to say hi. She likes to just plod along and do what she wants. She says a wee rumble in the charity shop there to me. And also, do you know, this lady took me to TK Maxx there, and she's like taking me around like rails and rails of clothing. So I don't know if you're in and around the rails of clothing and she's like, this is like a charity shop. I'm coming in here with you, because she can get a wee kind of rumble through everything there, and it's like a treasure hunt. Like, and that's one of these things I can't cope with, like all in its place. Like, not me, like that's not what I do, but if I'm shopping, it needs to be in a section or a colour or whatever. So this lady's loving just being able, if it's like a treasure hunt to her. So she's coming for a treasure hunt with you too. Just when I say that too, there must be memories to this lady at Easter time making up like an Easter egg hunt as well, because she's showing me a garden, and it's not even a large garden, but she's putting like eggs in the middle of a hedge, or like the chocolate eggs in the middle of a hedge. It's like, I hope she doesn't touch the bird's nest, and she's having a laugh about this kind of thing. So I don't know if there's a story about a bird's nest and a chocolate Easter egg and just being off of it, but she's put one in like a hedge, and I know that she's put one in like a kind of flower bed, and she's telling me she put one in the patio, and then she's telling me that she would put one next to the neighbour's wall that kind of comes out as well at the house. And I know that she just absolutely loves spending time. Like, she gets excited at making you excited as well when you're younger, and kind of giving you that kind of sense of something to look forward to. She says you would be busting to come home from school because you knew what she would have planned for these things as well. All right. And I know that she says here that it's like she would get herself so puffed out in the process of trying to look for these. She says, and she would have such a good laugh watching you there as well. Okay. Now, I don't know whose birthday comes around in April as well, but she's talking about there's a kind of double celebration there, all right? But I don't know if it's her birthday, but there's a birthday around about April, because I know when I've got the Easter time, I want to kind of join the both up. So for her, it's like a gift as well, that kind of thing, all right? Now, I feel that she's speaking here about there's somebody younger. She's talking about going back into dancing again, going back to dancing. And this lady likes tap. She likes tap dancing, and she used to love watching this on TV. She gives me the whole I'm watching Riverdance or something like that there as well. So I know this all fascinates her too. And I know that she's actually talking about here that going into like a theatre to watch this is particular, and there must be a link to Ireland with that lady, or she's been, or there was some talk of that, or something to do with that. Because I think she's talking about going to a show. She's actually going really quick when she's speaking to me here, but she's talking about going to a show and buying these tickets. But I don't know if she made the show actually, because she's saying I didn't mean to waste that. So this lady wouldn't have made it to something with tickets that was bought for her, but she's speaking really fast. She gets really excitable, you know. But she has came forward here, and she has came forward just to tell you that you're not sure. You would remember then, Kelly, that she keeps, or Kelly Marie, sorry, I'm not sure if you say both. But you would remember where this lady keeps like the stubs and the tickets in her bags. Like she's when this lady's passes, we find these. All right, and it's like she kept that. It's almost like her handbag's a memory box, because she keeps all these bits of paper, notes, things like that as well. Anything handwritten, she loves things that's handwritten too. Okay, and I know that on her passing there would have actually been things that you'd handwritten that she would have kept too, that would have been found. All right, she says read your own words back to yourself. So there has to be a wee message in there for you too. Thank you very much, Kelly Marie, for letting me speak to you. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, whatever the diamond necklace is that she's talking about with getting repaired, make yourself feel better and get a stone put in it. There's a stone missing here on the left hand side, she takes me. All right, if that makes sense. And I'm going to say thank you very much for letting me work with you. And again, if you could just all put emojis into the chat box. And for people that's coming in on Facebook user, there is no way I would know who you were. There's too many people coming in on that for me to be able to pinpoint who I'm working with. Or I could pinpoint one, but then I wouldn't know the difference, who's answering, that kind of thing. Okay. So thank you everybody joining on a Saturday night. Rock and roll, here we are. Just like the new going out is sitting here on a Saturday night, eh? I've been to a lovely stained glass workshop today, talking about spirituality. So I have, so it's been lovely for me. So hi Yvonne, hi Mel, Alison, Sophie, Chris, Alex, Millie, Bridie, Luke, Yvonne, hello, hi Angel, hi Mary, Donna. Oh, right, okay. Let me see. Chris Vaughan, can I work with you, please? Okay. All right. So if you're just here, hi to everybody. Remember, you can follow me on social media, Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor, on Instagram, on Facebook. Also have TikTok. It's not readings that happen there. I generally just come on. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Chris, I have a lady that comes forward from the world of spirit, and you'll see that I sat back there when this lady came in, okay? But I know this lady is talking to me here and wondering, it's almost like, what's all this about, you know? And I feel it as this lady comes forward, it's almost like I have to say, you've not been yourself. You've not been yourself recently. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm getting. And this is the way I want to connect to you. Okay, I feel that when this lady can almost switch up to the point where if something serious is happening, or if there is a concern, she can be quite serious, quite firm herself. This lady's a firm believer in like the tough love, as she comes forward. And I want to say tough love is because you, as tough as it is, you absolutely know she cares, and that's why she would be this way. Now, this lady has a mum feeling about her, whether she is mum or she plays the role of mum to you. I know that she's here, and this is the way that she comes. She says she's the only one you would listen to, and that's the way that she comes forward to me, okay? And she says that when anybody asks my advice, they know it's the truth they're going to get, all right? And this is how she steps forward. And I feel almost to the point where we want the truth from her. It's kind of like, well, you've asked, I am here, that's what you're going to get. And we need to sometimes take a wee look at parts of us that where maybe we need to figure out too, to the point where not maybe all our own behaviours are doing us very well either, if you understand that. And I'm obviously looking for ways to put this over on a live video because this is your personal information. But I do feel like I want to talk about where I need to maybe look at me too, because she's making me feel that I want to talk about where by not doing that, it has then caused a bit of distance with people this side, yourself, someone else, because it's almost like it's coming out as a towards someone else. There's a bit of projection, there's a bit of something coming out there, but it's all because of what's going on deep inside as well. Not that we might always mean to do that, probably beat yourself up into lumps after it, but emotionally, but it's something that happens, something we can all be guilty of at times as well. So, if you understand this, Chris, if again, yes, no, don't know, because the comments keep coming up and then I just lose your name and all of this. Okay. So I know with this lady as well that she wants to talk to me here. Again, this lady's talking about the September month as well. They're all Septembers at the moment. But I know that she's talking about, I know it's like a gentleman's passing that she's talking about causing pain and heartache and things like that too. And I know that when she speaks about this, it's almost like she says from May onwards. And I feel like everything has been fine up until that point, and now we've went right forward and we've got to maybe like a September and something significant is happening round about then too. Does that make sense to you, Chris? She's just said to me there, and I don't know if you understand the expression that she's just said, there's no smoke without fire. So I don't know, she'll be just having this conversation back and forward from whatever you're asking, whatever you're saying, and you're reaching out. She's replying to me. So I'm very much right now being used as that telephone receiver. However, a telephone receiver can only put through what you say and what she says, and that's who I am. So that's what she's saying. There's no smoke without fire, and I need to hand that over. But I also need to say about where I need to, she's kind of giving advice. She says, will you please just take care of yourself too? Because it's almost to the point where maybe you're getting too distracted by other things. And I know that there's a part of this lady saying, well, let's not get ourselves easily led on to opinions that aren't suited. It doesn't have our best interests at heart. That's the way that she says this to me, okay? There is something that needs signed, and there's because of the delay around it, but it's almost like maybe it's yourself that's delaying that, but I feel like put it to rest, that kind of thing. Let's tie this up and then we can move forward, that kind of feeling. But it's like, put your name to it. That's the way that she makes me feel. Now, I'm just asking her more about her, but she's more concerned about you. And I want to keep talking to you about this. And it's that kind of, if she could get you and she could grab you like this and go, listen to me. I need you to listen to me. This is how she comes forward. And she's like, look at me, because I'm trying to get you to focus on me. Look at my eyes. Focus. You'll know who to trust, that kind of thing. All right. Because she makes me feel at the moment, sometimes with yourself, it's that kind of lack of distrust, but distrusting others round about you as well. Or mistrust, sorry. Others round about you. Okay. I know as well when she's speaking to me here that she's saying to me, she's talking about some sort of, she's got pain round about her ankles, her feet, at the bottom half of her, it's not even going right. She's saying her knees, right? But she says my ankles and my feet, and they did cause her that kind of where she couldn't get up and respond as quickly as she would have wanted, all right? But she feels very grateful that now she can, because obviously I'm sitting here and she's speaking with me. And when I'm working with her, she's been really great there working clairaudiently with me. So I'm hearing her as she's speaking. So this lady likes to be heard. She wouldn't be into all of this, let's send a text message, this lady likes a face-to-face conversation, and that's how she gives that to me. And she would sit you down to have that face-to-face conversation, okay? She's telling you to put whatever's in front of you that is coming from the outside and we're taking it in, consuming it, put that to the side and let's chat, that kind of thing, all right? I know this lady's making a cup of tea now to sit in front of you, right? And I've not to hear that you don't like tea. I have to get it in front of you and I have to give you a half covered chocolate digestive as well alongside that. So there has to be memories to putting that down there as well beside you, okay, and being able to chat to you. Just before I leave you there as well, Chris, I felt like I wanted to say to you too that I feel like you're taking yourself into a bathroom, and it's like I'm locking myself in there to just have a moment, like to sit with my feelings and be able to connect with us, your thoughts in some way, you know, like it's a space of privacy that I'm just sitting and nobody can come in or see how you are, and then I wipe myself down and I'm back out into the world, okay? And it's almost a point where she says maybe some people need to see that you do have them emotions going on within you as well, because their language might be to see that there is emotions there and things do affect you in that sense, because that whole brave face can sometimes be like a poison to ourselves in some way in our relationships too. She's so concerned about being able to help you, really, really wants to help you and support you. So if that's the way that she's getting to you with me, then please take that on board as well, because for me, it's almost like I've just had a conversation because she's just filtering that through me, Chris. So I hope that makes sense to you in some way there. And thank you very much for letting me work with you. Thank you, everybody that's joining. If you're coming in as Facebook user, you have to come through StreamYard because I don't know who you are otherwise, okay? So just put the emojis into the chat box. When I see you coming up, I'll be drawn to whoever. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, it's Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor. And that is on Instagram, on Facebook. I have TikTok, I have LinkedIn, but generally Instagram and Facebook. TikTok's a new thing. So if you want to go in there, you can. Okay, if you're in as Facebook user, there I can't come to that because I don't know who's who, and I might be working with someone and go to someone else. When I'm working with you and I'm connecting with you, please say yes, no, don't know, and I don't need anything else. Don't tell me who you want to connect with. I don't have the choice. It happens, and I'll be drawn to who I'm drawn to work with. Okay, Joanne Lewis, would you understand Dad, please? Joanne Lewis, do you understand the dad connection? Dad. Where are you? No. Joanne, right, so I don't know if I've got that wrong there. Would you understand the dad, the father figure? If dad's this side, would you understand the father? If this is granddad, he must have played the role of a fatherly role to you as well. So for me, the only way, I only ever had one grandparent was my gran, but my gran was very much a gran. She couldn't ever come through as feeling like a mother figure to me. So if this is granddad, he would have had to have had that feeling of dad. He had that element about him. If you understand that you would talk to him about issues, he would support you through issues, all that kind of thing. He talks about having more patience as well. Just yes, no, and don't know, please. If it's a no, it's a no, and I may be a wee bit off, and if I'm off, then I'll find out where I am, but I do need your response. Do you understand him feeling like a father? Is the question. I don't know if you said dad's dad, but that he's making me feel fatherly. Like I want to give fatherly advice. Okay. Joanne, do you understand that? Just yes, no, and don't know, please. That's all. A yes, a no, and I don't know when I'm working with you. No explanation. As long as you understand that. Now, I feel like before this gentleman's passed, there would have been a bit of advice that was given, but I don't feel it's been taken. as such, now I'm sitting here working with this man, and he's making me feel almost like he's so present. He's so present next to me here. He's making me feel like when his energy is around, it's almost like it's tangible, like I can touch it in the air, that kind of feeling, because he's so close to me right now. So I know that you would feel him around almost like he's right in that room, like you know he's there. Do you understand that, Joanne? There's someone at the moment around you, and so I don't know if it's your dad. I don't know if it's his dad's dad. I'd ask that, but you hadn't said yes, no, or don't know. But I want to say that there is someone else around you, and I do feel like it's dad who would be talking about feeling strange or feeling someone around him just now, if that makes sense, because he's letting me know that he's trying to draw closer as well. This gentleman's talking about a toolbox belonging to him too. So somebody has, I don't know if it's like your dad has his toolbox or something about a toolbox getting closed over. I almost want to talk too about where this side he's saying about there's a mental health issue going on at the moment, and I feel like he stepped forward for this. All right, so yes, no, and don't know. Yes, no, don't know. That's all. Okay. Again, Joanne, maybe you can ask about that. Because I don't have that thing of vision unless I'm working, so it'll be somewhere, all right. But I know there's something getting closed over. It does look like a toolbox of some sort. It's like metal, and I'm clicking it over, all right. So something gets stored in here or kept in here too. Now I do want to speak also about their mental health issues this side. So yes, no, don't know. That's all I need. But he is sending in a genuine, strong feeling to this side to let this person know he's around. And I know while he's doing that, he's making me feel that he's drawing in so close, like really, really close, just so this person knows that he's there. He says he's doing it just now. So I don't know if you're feeling him around just now. And I don't know if you're just feeling like you're less alone just now, whether it's you or another person. But I need you to know that he is letting me know that he's doing this. Okay. Now, this is going quite slow for me. I just need you to keep going yes, no, don't know. And I'll just keep firing out the information, but I don't want to get it wrong either. So if you understand, you remember, just respond. Okay. So I know with this man as well that I'm working with too. Before, I don't know if you understand this name that he's just said to me. I don't know if it's his name or just a name connection, but he said that it's like a Donny kind of name. I think it's Donny, he said to me. And I know that he wants to, I don't know what it's just, I've just to mention that name. He's given me nothing else with that. I've just to say that. He's very matter of fact, this man, when he's speaking. I'm asking him in my mind questions, but he's very matter of fact with that, okay? He makes me feel too that towards the end of his life, he wouldn't have been that mobile either, to the point where he tells me he has no strength. But I feel like he's a wee bit kind of, he doesn't want to get up kind of thing. He doesn't want to stand up. He's feeling quite, I need to just sit in this chair. I need to just sit here. That kind of feeling, all right. Joanne, again, if you write that down or just remember it, then you could maybe ask your dad or whoever it is, okay, that he's speaking about. So it'll be a connection in some way. I know too that when he said to me, I need to mention the month of February for a lady this side. It's really important that I mention this because he says she'll want to hear from me too. All right. So I know that the February month connects in. There's an Anne as well that I want to talk about here. I want to speak about her too, this side, okay? And I want to say about this person as well, about feeling the okay. He's saying about the impact of there's medication causing dizziness, if you understand this, okay? But whoever this is keeps getting asked to go back to the GP, get this checked. And he's saying, well, maybe it does, something might just need tweaked, and whoever it is worried about it's maybe going to be taken, but he's saying it would maybe just need tweaked a bit, okay? There's this gentleman gives me, I thought he was taking me in around about the heart area, and then he just said about veins as well. So I don't know if you know the connection to both, but he kind of gives me that. In some way, I feel that maybe there might have been an operation to fix something that provided a bit of relief, and then things have kind of like you says, like worse than ever. That was the kind of way that came in there. Okay. Now, this gentleman's made me feel a wee bit disorientated there as well. And he tells me that he started to feel a bit kind of woozy, if that makes sense. And for him, that is the bit that would have kind of thrown him a bit in life too, is this wooziness. Because I feel like that would have been a bit of nausea as well. And he was like kind of, oh, what was that? Because this is a man that likes to know what's in front of him. This is a man that likes to be in control. And when I'm saying in control, he provides a structure for his life. He likes to know what's in front of him. He likes to know what's ahead, that kind of thing. But having this roundabout, it's like almost all of a sudden it would just kind of take him. And he lets me know, I don't know if it was yourself that would have kind of, when he took a kind of dizzy turn, you would have kind of grabbed them and given them that support at that time. It's like you held them in that moment, the way that he gave me that there, okay? And he's telling me that you're very strong. She's very, very strong, the way that he says that to me there too. All right. I know there would have been someone too that was trying to keep him really warm by putting him on like there's a good jumper or something else or whatever. But it's almost to the point where this gentleman feels quite irritated and he's like trying to kind of struggle with whatever's getting put on. He's like trying to get it back off and things. But for me, it's just making me feel there's a bit of discomfort with him there as well, just because of illness. All right. So for him, he's just letting me know, don't you think that was anything to do with any of your kindness that I was putting back? He was just feeling uncomfortable with his condition, and I kind of like in his skin in a way, For him, he just makes me feel that he's really glad that part's over with too. Okay. Now, whenever I feel like he would have laid a path in somebody's garden as well, because he's shown me like paving stones as well, He's saying making a fine job of that. So I don't know if he's saying the brush up, the tidy up, but I'm making a fine job of that is what he's saying to me. All right. So I know with this gentleman, he's making me feel like he was very like self-taught in situations or self-taught with different aspects of where he would do manual labour, that kind of thing. All right. And I know there's a wee terrier dog with him in spirit too, a kind of wired-haired dog. And I'm not quite sure, it's a mixed breed, but there's a wire-haired dog with him. And I know there's a certain kind of black and brown maybe on the dog, but a darker kind of colour too, all right? He's talking about the dog's wet nose being significant too, if that makes sense, all right? So he's saying you'll get no other dog like him because he was just the greatest. That's his friend. You're saying no dog, but if we look back, or there's going to be a dog that's quite significant there, all right? If I was to get messages like about my mum, and I would be like, no, and I wouldn't be able to think, but it could have went right back into her childhood where you would find one. All right, it could be, but he would have had a connection there as well. If that's the case, all right. Only you can make sense of that. I just give you what I get. All right. I do feel this gentleman. Sorry. Okay. Oh, a minute. All right. So I'm needing to move here. I do feel this gentleman has came forward. He's passed his message on. He's speaking about the mental health. I feel like everything just to tie up there, that he's just making note of everything. All right. He's just he's bringing it all together. He's kind of tying things up in a bow. That's the way he's making me feel, that he's just kind of wrapping things up there just to kind of go like, right, I'm here, but I'm letting you feel that I'm here. I'm letting another gentleman feel that I'm here too. He's really very much bringing his own kind of energy in and around there as well. Okay. Now, thank you so much for that. And thank you everybody for being here. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Facebook, or you can find me on TikTok, but Facebook and Instagram's probably your best bet. Just before I go, I'm going to quickly give somebody something here, because a lady just stepped forward there and she's just jumped right in. Alison Short, I am going to come to you. There is a lady that came forward there from Spirit. She makes me feel like a mum. She makes me feel motherly. I know when she does this as well, that she's shown me her new shoes that would have been placed on her. I feel like it's almost like there was new shoes that would have got her dressed before she... I was going to say before she passed, but it's almost like I've got them on. So I don't know if she got new shoes on when she was laid to rest, this lady, if that makes sense to you, because she says they fit her her twinkle toes and her tiny wee feet. She's got her ballerina feet. So I know that she's got small feet, this lady, all right. but they're so lovely. They were picked specifically for her. There's an embroidered part on the side as well, she says. And just like you're typing in when you're putting the emojis in the flowers, it's almost like I've got a kind of embroidered part like that too, and a satin kind of feeling to these, okay? There's also where she wants to talk about salsa dancing for somebody as well, and she's so excited about that. Let's get into that. Stop talking about it. Let's do it. That kind of feeling, but getting your energy going and things like that as well. I don't know if it's yourself that's having the problems in the elbows, the joints, and feeling that kind of just a wee bit kind of achy and things, because she's going, it's all do you the world a good, do something you enjoy. And it's like she's saying she doesn't like all that exercise stuff, but she'll enjoy that. She likes a boogie, you will like that. All right, so she's like, come on, let's go. She would have been your dancing partner there too, or she would have said that and then sat at the side. Okay, she takes me to kind of swimming. I don't know if she would have taken you swimming when you were younger too, but she's kind of bringing me back into that as well, kind of watching that there too. I know as this lady's past, she's given me a condition that would have, I don't know if it's I know people don't like when you say this, but how would I be able to give you evidence otherwise? But I feel like it's a deterioration thing and a cancerous condition of some sort that's going on in the body here. And she's just said she didn't expect it to be that quick. All right. I know before I leave you too, the month of December is important. Before I go, she's talking about, I need to tell you, around about the 12th as well for the month, I need to say it's a significant thing too. Never mind putting your money into a gravestone. Keep your money, buy a bunch of flowers, enjoy the rest, invest it into your hobbies and everything that's going to make you happy, because that's living in her memory and she would rather have you happy than you spend money on something that's sitting there. And that's kind of the way she gave that to me there, Alison. I hope you can understand that. I'm sending you this lady's love. She's absolutely beautiful. She's so excited to speak to you. And again, she feels motherly to me. All right. And she just lifted a microphone there to have a wee sing song. So I feel like she said about doing a duet with you. So I don't know if you have memories to that, but that's kind of the way that she brought that in there. If you understand that, that would be brilliant. Because she's like, let's go. So she said something about Diana Ross there. So I don't know if you did like a Diana Ross song, but she's bringing that in for you to be able to do a duet. If that makes sense, Alison. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining this evening. As always, when I get towards the end, I want to keep going. And it's really amped up. So when you all go to bed and you'll be sleeping, I'm probably going to be awake till about 4 in the morning because my head's buzzed by this. But thank you so much for being here. You can find me again on Facebook or on Instagram as Kirsty McGregor-Burns, spiritual medium and mentor. It's been a pleasure and always an honour. And I hope it's helped you somewhat in your own healing and grief journeys. Good night and God bless everybody. Please take care.